What's going on, YouTube? Dorito here, and we're at a different location, as you guys can see today. We're at my storage unit. I couldn't lift this up into the truck, so we got Bill down here, a bike mechanic, to help me out to build this bike right here, so then we can just go ahead and ride it into the truck. So this is a Tao Motor G200. It's a sport type version. It does have a rack in the front. It does have a rack in the back. So the sport thing is up for debate. Would you agree, Bill?
Yeah, it's pretty nice looking for like a farm style. It's got the rack, but it looks pretty damn sporty.
Yep.
I like the looks of it.
Yeah, it's pretty good looking. It's also got an LED gauge cluster. You know, it has the wheel covers, which we'll put on later when we do a ride on it. You guys will see it. But we're gonna slap this thing together real quick so we can get it up in the truck. Anyways, let's get on with it. All right, we're back, and Bill's gonna work on the rear end. I'm gonna work on the front end, and then I'll go over the bars and get the tires on. This is gonna be a pretty quick assembly video. It's really pretty simple. What Bill's doing is he's putting on the back chain guard and disc guard, and then he's gonna put the back rack on, as well as put the rear tire on. He already put the rear tire on the other side because, you know, you guys aren't gonna see that. So anyways, I'm gonna get the front end on, which is basically 4 10mm bolts, puts on the front bumper, and then I'll head on over to the tire, which is another 4 bolts, and it's pretty simple. This is one of the easier quads to put together. I'm actually surprised. The last one we had to put together, there's a lot of work to it. This one's pretty simplistic. Wouldn't you agree, Bill?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I mean, I know you didn't do the other one, but you know, it's
anybody with some basic skills can do it.
Oh, this one wants to play with me. Yeah, and always, you know, you can attempt to put this stuff together by yourself, but I don't suggest it because sometimes you need a second pair of hands. You know, anything can happen. You know what I mean? That guy. Let's get you. There we go. 10mm bolt on your front guard.
And on the rear.
Now this is the thing too, you gotta understand, getting Bill out here to get on his back and do something is like pulling teeth.
He had to bribe me with a chocolate milk.
Yeah, Yoo-Hoo's working every single time, I'm telling you. If you guys ever have any issues with getting your friends to help you with something, tell them there's a Yoo-Hoo involved. Trust me, it will work. Right, Bill?
Yeah, that's right.
A little bit too much wobbling for you?
No, it's good.
Now you want to make sure and Loctite all your bolts as well too. You know, vibration being what it is, you want to make sure and snug everything up as well too.
A lot of times these bolts are a little bit hard to get in. You don't want to cross thread them, so take your time, get them started. Don't just try to run them in with a wrench or impact so you'll strip them. So make sure you can get at least 3 or 4 turns by hand easily before you try to drive them in.
Definitely.
If you like dirt bikes, like small pit bikes, get the DBX 140, man. That thing stomps out, man.
Oh, same with the DB27. That's a cool little bike too.
Yeah. But the torque of that 140, man, is really fun. Especially if you like riding wheelies. Yeah, my son rides wheelies all day long. All right, so for the guard, you got 4 bolts under here. Pretty basic, 10mm. For this rack, you're gonna have 4 bolts, 2 here, 2 on the by the exhaust pipe. A little bit hard to get to. You just need a small extension and put it on. And then the top rack, it looks like it's gonna be 4 bolts. It's gonna go here, here, and here.
Yep. Now the other cool thing about this is this is a GY6, the 169, 170. So it's basically the 200. This is the same sort of engine that is in the carts, you know, like the carts that we run as well and everything. I really like this engine. Bill is still trying to figure these engines out, but he will. Right, Bill?
I like them. I'm just a pit bike kind of guy.
Yes.
You know?
He does everything.
I'm not really into the go-karts. I mean, I'll ride them, but I like the 2-wheelers.
Yep. Well, that's why I said even specifically when it comes to the motorcycles, that's the dude. Him and his boy will be checking out every single bike that we come across. Because you're not getting this fat kid on two wheels for too long. Not like the way they ride. Okay. So you want to use a, I believe it's a 17 millimeter. Yes, 17 millimeter on the front nuts of your ATV there. Are you using that impact right now? Can I borrow it real quick?
Go for it.
Thank you. Let's go ahead and do this the easy way. I gotta buy one of these. Definitely, that my cordless always goes out on me. When I need it.
You don't got an extra battery pack? Got a battery?
I did, but it's the Harbor Freight ones.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Remember, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
Stop it before I have to get. Now I got the front end all tightened up. I got to run a ratchet over the wheels as well to make sure they're all snugged up. Because as Bill pointed out, this is not a torque. This is not for torque. This is not an impact. This is to just tighten the bolt down.
$39 on eBay. Works pretty good though.
He doesn't want me to break his stuff, and I'm pretty good at breaking stuff. So, but at least I was told ahead of time on this one.
If you buy the Milwaukee, then you can torque anything down.
I'll be tightening those completely down when we set it down, bro, because I'm just chasing the circle right now. Okay, now onto the handlebars, because you can't ride your bike without any what, Bill?
Handlebars.
No handlebars. You know the drill. We're going to put on the gauge cluster, but we got to do the handlebars first. So, set that up. I really like that gauge cluster a lot.
Looks pretty nice, all LED now.
Yeah, it's all LED, and if it looks like the one that I saw, there's some stuff coming up from Tao Motor and Rival Motorsports as well, and you guys will really be liking them. Put it this way, I can tell you one thing right now. There's a golf cart that just came out, and it's really nice. Really, really nice.
Gas powered or electric?
Electric. I know, Bill.
No, no, no! Not in my garage!
I know, Bill.
Oh, the new Green Deal. Here we go, man.
Yes, but it's actually really nice looking. We're gonna be getting our hands on one of those to show you guys, and gonna be putting it through the test for sure. You luch me. I'm putting in a bolt, and you hit it just right to where it moved out of the slot. Okay, so let's see here. We miss you, Luch.
They hate me watching us this whole time! Where'd this come from? Hello?
Of course, I got it backwards. Every single time, people.
And I told him to mock it up before the video so this wouldn't happen.
Mock it up. We're here in a storage unit, and we're gonna go ahead and mock up an assembly video. Me and Bill here. We're gonna, you know, we got
to set everything up and where it goes.
Well, we had to check with the PR team first. You okay, PR team? Yeah, they're okay with it. Yeah, so you know. Here at luchmob Garage, we don't mock up anything.
Two guys in the garage, man. Just grab a wrench, put it in. Going forward?
Yeah.
Like a chopper?
No, not like a chopper, but not where my legs are gonna bang up against them. Yeah, right there, perfect. You can always readjust. I'm trying to get all the.
You set it up for how you like it. If you got long arms like me, I need it back here because I'm short. He needs it up here because he's bigger.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but you know, if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, well,
All right, you got the
it's an 8
5/16,
millimeter.
ain't it?
8 millimeter either or.
Yeah, here.
Pop them. Look at this. It's almost done, people. Now this thing is an automatic. It has forward. It has reverse. There is. I do want to tell you guys this. I'll give you a little teaser. Okay. You ready for a teaser, Bill?
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Okay. They are coming out with some newer full-size ATVs, people. Okay.
You'll pay for the whole seat,
but you'll only use the edge.
Okay, so now, let's see here. What else do we got? Oh, the hand grip covers. We'll get those on right now, real quick.
I think it goes together pretty quick, man. It's a nice quad. It's
Yep.
pretty beefy, pretty big, good axles. Man, I can't wait to ride this thing. I really can't.
Well, you gonna ride it? Here we got one here, it goes here.
You just pull the handlebars back a little bit.
Like that. So what do you guys think? Now this does have some rings, and I'm going to put the rings on the wheels when I get it home that actually accent the wheels as well. But once we get this tightened up, we're going to lower it down. We're going to check the oil, make sure the oil's full, tighten up the wheels, and we'll give it a little quick start. What do you say on that, Bill?
There we go.
Oh, the battery. Battery. Is it going to start without the battery? You guys know the deal on that. We'll be connecting the battery. Red goes to positive, black goes to negative. We don't need to do that on video, so we'll get back right back to you guys, okay? All right, guys. So there you have it. All we got to do is put the wheel covers on. We'll show you guys those later when we get out on the road, as well as we'll show you this awesome cluster. This thing is really, really nice. Really like the way it looks. It's got the full gas gauge and everything like that. What do you think of this thing, Bill?
I'm pretty impressed with it, man. It's a nice, me being a little dude, man, it's like just my size. I really want to see what this thing can do in the dirt, man. And like you said, the gauge is really nice, LED. I like the shifter, I like the brakes. I mean, I'm looking around this thing, there's too much stuff to go over right now, but there's a lot of good stuff on this quad. I really like the quality of this quad compared to some of the other ones I see out there.
Yeah, they really have been stepping up their games. Tao Motors, you know, one of the guys from Tao Motors told me that they're really stepping up everything. They're really, you know, they're not mainline. Now, keep that in mind. You have to do maintenance to them. You have to keep tightening bolts. But you know what? They're getting pretty darn close, wouldn't you say? I mean, they're really starting to sneak up on people when it comes to the quality of these things. So, anyways, this is a Tao Motor G200 Sport, and we're going to get this thing out. The reason why I'm putting this together right now is because when I get home, I'm going to do a live stream of putting together another four-wheeler because we're going riding tomorrow. I've got to go riding. It's too nice of a day out. So anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching.
Well, first start this thing up and let them hear this thing, man.
Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot. I'm getting like a schoolgirl, man.
And it's even got a chrome tip. I mean, on the exhaust, it sounds really good. You'll hear this thing, man.
Yep, and LED lights in the front and everything like that.
Sounds like a lot of fun right there. That's what fun sounds like.
Yep, yeah, definitely. And it's got the remote shut-off too, as well.
And it's even got an RPM gauge. It's got a digital RPM gauge on it.
Yep.
Gas gauge.
And rear indicator as well.
Really
LED
nice.
headlights
Really
is really, really nice. And it's got the wireless shut-off too, so you can play games with people. And I don't think, you know what? We're not going to tell them about this tomorrow. I'm going to put this in my pocket.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fun.
So I got some ideas. So, anyways, guys, that's the Tao Motor G200 Sport. I really like it. I'm going to take this thing out and I'm going to ride it and tell you guys what I think of it. It does have a rear foot brake pad as opposed to the Bull having both hand brakes. But hey, you know what? That's traditional. That's how it should be. So I want to thank Bill for coming in, my brother. I appreciate it and helping me get this done. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to come back to Luchmob Garage. Peace.
Hashtag Luch loves you. Hashtag Luch loves you means something else entirely.